in Rio de Janeiro, there's a teen challenge there. And just seeing something like in another city, even in our own city, there's things happening, then it moves your heart. And then I shared how Nehemiah, his heart was moved with compassion, and then that compassion led him to action. So I'm seeing a future friend, Rich Vandenhout, is his name, Rich Vandenhout. They speak Portuguese in Brazil, Portuguese. And so they actually had a heart, and they were one of the founders, I believe, of starting Teen Challenge in Rio de Janeiro. And I just saw some of the pics and some of the ministries happening, and man, just they call it slums there, slums, and the kids and the families living in just this horrible, horrendous conditions, and so it gets to move me, and I messaged him, and he actually saw my Facebook page that I was a firefighter in the military. I was a firefighter for 4 years, and I didn't do that coming out of the Air Force for different reasons, but I'll just share the main one was I wasn't good with blood and medical things, so you guys got one of my weaknesses there, one of my kryptonites. I'm not good with seeing blood or cuts or whatever. So the good thing is, that's one of my wife's strong suits. I'm terrible at seeing the medical things anyway. And so he saw my Facebook page, and he saw that I used to be a firefighter. And so he's sharing and asking if I could come and do a teaching, on basic firefighting skills. I said, sure, I'd love to. We're just kind of figure about timing and see how it works out. And so practically, for example, we were in Tanzania, and we did a soccer ball ministry, which led into us being able to share about the gospel. And so back to Rio de Janeiro, you can do, he's saying, help practical skills or practical things or crafts or different things. You can share that with somebody, and then afterwards you can segue into sharing about the gospel openly and those kind of things. And so those are practical things that can lead into spiritual and sharing the gospel. So I'm sharing that to say about compassion. God, this is one of the things that God has always had big on my heart. God wants us to be full of compassion. Matthew 9:36-38 says that Jesus was full, it says he was moved, he was moved with compassion. And so if Jesus is moved with compassion, when he saw something, I want to be able to have compassion. When I see something, I want to be moved. It's a dangerous and a hard place when we see something, and it just doesn't